Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Zmore the Dad in DPS, and we're back with another episode of The Good, The Scrap and The Script, a series where I test out weapons in Appalachia and see how well they do at putting freaks in the ground. Today's weapon is no different, but before we get into that, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. There's not many things in life I'm certain of. One thing for sure, money fixes everything. So, today's weapon is a Aristocrats faster fire rate, faster reload fixer. As you can imagine, it's a fixer. I mean, there's not really much else to say. It is a very good weapon in general, and it does a lot of damage. So, I don't think it's even remotely possible to say this is going to be a bad gun. Now, Aristocrats is not the top damage dealing weapon, but it is definitely up there and one of the best effects. And consistent because, I mean, unless you're spending money, you're not losing the damage. So, yeah. Good weapon. Let's see how well it does. So as you guys know, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of fixers in general. The main reason for that is, I mean, we all know they're good. They're very, very good at what they do, and they completely delete most enemies with very little effort. And that's kind of the problem. If you can kill any enemy with a weapon, it kind of makes it less fun to use. It's the same reason I don't use railway rifles as much as I used to. I mean, don't get me wrong, I absolutely adore railway rifles. The noises they make, everything about them is just fun. But they are OP. I mean, they're broken in the amount of damage and kind of stuff you can do with them. I mean, it is no challenge to play the game with a fixer or a railway rifle in reality. And that definitely goes to say for a weapon like this, where you are able to just pump through these super mutants like they're made of tissue paper. And the sneak damage is just insane. I mean, you get the faster sneak, you get everything. That you can just go about and annihilate these enemies. And there's relatively no resistance. It's a very effective weapon. Very effective.
Attentions.
So today's build is really nothing special. This is on my full health build, so I don't have the full set of perks and whatnot that I would like, but it is what it is. This is pretty much what I'm using, just so you can see the damage I'm doing and the why I'm doing the said damage. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Now, as usual, we come to Jeff, the big green stanky git that lives in the swamp and I shoot on a near daily basis with a lot of bullets. So, how do you think this gun's going to do against Jeff? Now, what I will say is never take the first 20 seconds of this fight into consideration, because Jeff seems to be randomly invulnerable during it. Like there, he should have died. Like during that roar, he seems to be completely invulnerable. That would have been one clip. This gun's good. Very good. And, as usual, we end up at the mirelurk Queen. Now, Queenie does not like me using rifles, but you know what? Screw what she likes. As you can see, this gun completely shreds her. Absolutely no effort whatsoever. I mean, I'm shooting at the face, I'm shooting at the legs. She explodes very easily, and nothing is any the wiser that I've been around here. This is just a very, very good weapon. And it's doing well. Now, unfortunately, as fate would have it, it is the most unholiest of days in Fallout 76, where it's daily ops with decryption and melee. Yeah, it's not the funnest of times. But, you know, for the sake of the video, it's easy enough to do, so yeah. And the good thing about the fixer is that it is a hidden weapon, so I do have that advantage of being able to sneak around and just headshot things. Get up close and punch them. So that's something. Bad mole miner. Bad mole. Very bad mole. But as you're seeing, you're getting their ammo back in spades. On top of that, the weapon is killing enemies in 1 to 2 shots quite effectively. This isn't going to change in most daily ops scenarios, especially if you're able to use it during decryption. Your ability to be hidden is just going to elevate the damage of this weapon to a bigger height than it would if you were not to be hit, obviously. And yeah, most enemies are going to just suck it. It's just the unfortunate thing that melee days are very annoying on multiple fronts because, like, pistol whip and stuff doesn't do the damage you would expect it to do, and sometimes doesn't do damage at all just because the game decides not to let it, which is really annoying, and there's nothing you can do about it. But you're still going to get through it, and if I had a full team, I dare say it would go relatively quickly. Because, yeah, you've seen me just pound on these things and get us to this point already. It didn't go very slowly. Either way, great weapon. So, that was today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. Really helps out the channel. And if you'd like to support us more, there is that join link down below to become a YouTube member, and the little coffee link to support in a certain different way. Now, let's thank our YouTube members, which we will start off with Golty, our only chosen undead member currently, and there is all the other Dad's Army members to thank as well, which are Wyatt Blackburn, Wallers, me, Deofane Gaming, Colin G, Peggy McKnight, Matasbo, Devilman Games, Marcus Carrasco, Scott S, Bubba Doodle Mom, Anxiety Rangers, and Ranger Mix Sprudel. A big thanks to all of you. I hope you're all doing well, and thank you for the continued support. So yeah, this weapon, absolutely fantastic, does everything it needs to do. It's a fixer. I mean, there's really not much I need to say other than that. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you all next time in the Wasteland.